The 70s and 80s saw incredible growth with the addition of financial services and early high-tech into our economy. A focus on revitalizing the downtown cores and securing industrial lands focused the Chamber's energies.
The Chamber looked at the community and what are we going to be the next generation? So the Chamber was always forward-looking in this way. We have to attract business. We have to move on to the next cycle. And by the 1970s, the Chamber was realizing that our community was going to change. And the Chamber had many studies during this period where at many meetings with people talking about we've got to be a different kind of community. We've got to attract highly educated people. We have to be more sophisticated in our manufacturing. And we have to build upon the tremendous advantage of having these universities and this very successful college here. And to a remarkable extent, we were successful in that degree. It's been a transformation of the community.
We had a number of issues in the 70s to deal with. The Chamber at the time, interestingly, had contracts with the community to do a tourist and convention as one activity, and industrial development.
By the 1980s, the spirit of collaboration between the Kitchener and Waterloo Chambers resulted in many successful ventures and paved the way for future collaboration. All three chambers maintain connections with their respective town councils to promote their area and act as the voice of business.
Well, the region encompasses a lot of urban and rural areas, and the fact that the Chamber can also reflect both rural and urban interests, I think, is a great strength for the Chamber as it continues to work in this community. Well, certainly the Chamber has, over the years, been very progressive in its approach to how we plan in this community. It has respected our land use planning policies, at the same time supported economic development, which meshed with them. So I think in that ongoing role, it continues to support quality of life issues in this region, which in turn reflect our concern with balancing economic interests with quality of life interests.
The reshaping of two chambers into a new entity marked the transition to bigger and better things. First brought to the table by the Waterloo Chamber 70 years before, the 1992 partnership would solidify the area into one business voice.
The political mood was never right, and we were given about a year or so to put it together, and we did it in 6 months, and at the end of 6 months we said, why are we keeping the other chambers? We've got it, we know what we want, and everybody was in favor, and bang, we did it.
And at the first meeting, the three from Waterloo sat across one side of the table, the Kitchener trio sat on the other. By the second meeting, it didn't matter where anybody sat. We had common aims and objectives, and by the 6th or 7th meeting, we were unanimous that this made an awful lot of sense.
High-tech was encouraged and embraced by the Chamber, as it continued to be a catalyst for all sectors.
It was at that time that the city decided that the technology industry was going to be kind of the industry of the future, or the community was going to evolve with a lot of technology and a lot of spin-offs from the university, and that we needed to adjust the community and its services and its actions to incorporate that.
Spending most of my day with technology companies, the Chamber is really a chance to recognize that the technology industry is part of a bigger ecosystem, and it's the challenges that technology companies face are no different than challenges that other business leaders face, and the Chamber has really provided that opportunity for us to bring the technology sector together with the broader business community, and it's been a wonderful learning experience, I think, for both sides.
In 2001, the Elmira and District Chamber voted to join forces and become the Greater Kitchener-Waterloo Chamber of Commerce. It was recognized by the Ontario Chamber for its innovative business education and the successful merger of the chambers.
I like to think that the Chamber of Commerce helps bring people together, and that we're less fragmented, and we have a stronger voice together than we do as individual businesses. Joining the Greater KW Chamber has allowed us to have more resources, more expertise, and deal with some of the regional issues in a more timely manner.
New initiatives soared in the new millennium with the advent of the Prosperity Council, healthcare recruitment, Chamber Plus networks, skilled immigrant employment, and the Chamber Young Professionals. The organization grew stronger and stronger.
We really believe in the work of the Young Professionals Group.
The Chamber Young Professionals Group does a great way of really seeking out young professionals, working with them, interacting with them at a level that feels appropriate to them, and making things really fun. They have a unique spin on traditional networking events, And that really does a great job of mixing business with pleasure.
Networking can happen anywhere. It doesn't have to happen in a hotel suite, or it doesn't have to happen in a room full of suits.
Well, the Chamber has been the home of something we lovingly refer to as RYAN, the Waterloo Region Immigrant Employment Network. And the opportunity there is to encourage our local businesses to employ some of those wonderfully talented immigrants we do have in our community, and to have them working in a way that's using their full potential.
The Chamber is great for small business. One of the opportunities that the Chamber offers is Chamber Network Plus, where it's a network of people who have a variety of different businesses, and it gives them a chance to learn from one another. It gives them a chance to provide one another some new contacts to try and expand their business.
So in 12 years, basically, from a small, passionately driven group of volunteers in the Chamber, we have roughly about 145 new family physicians, which takes care of 20,000 patients in our community, which is an extraordinary outcome and a great success story for very humble beginnings. You know, one of the extraordinary things about our region, our community, has been collaboration. That's one of the key words often used about us. But I think the collaboration that we've had with the educational institutions, our municipalities, our region, has really shown some very dynamic change, not only in things like the pharmacy school being downtown and the health sciences campus, but the med school was a huge boon for us in that collaboration. And the difference it made is that we have young interns studying here on campus and with other doctors in the community. And of course, once you build relationships in a community and you make commitments to it, you kind of want to stay because you fall in love with us.
The Prosperity Council focuses its energy on essentially securing talent to fuel our economic agenda, our prosperity across the region. The Prosperity Council combines the energies of all of those members of the Federation to bring resources, volunteers out of the private sector and the public sector to make sure that we implement these solutions.
Looking back, we can celebrate extraordinary successes and at the same time know the best is yet to come.
The 125th anniversary celebrations is an opportunity for us to celebrate business building community.
Community service is the rent you pay for the space you occupy.
And it's really an opportunity to step back and realize just what a great community we live in.
Oh, the 125th anniversary of the Chamber, to me, is celebrating an extraordinary history of independent business people coming together a long time ago to make things better for their community. And you know what? That's still happening 125 years later.
The 125th anniversary celebrates not just a long tradition of successful business services and community building, but also an exciting and optimistic future for the Chamber and our community.
And I think the Chamber should be very, very proud of the role that it's played over the last century and a quarter in building Waterloo Region to what it is today.
I think if I had a message to leave, it would be congratulations on what the Chamber has done, but also a call to our young leaders to step up and to be part of the next 125 years.
125 years of business building community. Our current chair sums it up best.
As I walk into this building and I think of the work that the Chamber of Commerce has done, I'm in awe of the individuals that have built this community. The number of volunteers, the number of staff members over a period of time that have shaped this community to be what it is today. And as we celebrate 125 years, I like to think that we are handing this off to the next generation. We've always been told to, leave things in a better condition than we found them, and I think we've done that over the years. Really, it's about moving forward now and giving this to the next generation of individuals to make this community that much better.